everyone, Andy here from the Global Society.
And I'm Rob.
Excellent, so we're here to talk to you a little bit about why when you go overseas you are actually a more employable person to enter into the workforce, whether here in Australia or elsewhere. So we know that you guys are busy people, everyone is, so we're going to do this in under 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes. So guys, when you have an international study experience, here are some of the things that you get out of that experience. You become more flexible, more adaptive, more creative, more resilient, you have better critical thinking skills. Your academic results improve. You're more likely to graduate on time. In fact, you're more likely to graduate at all. Your starting salary is likely to be higher. The list just goes on and on and on and on. And this isn't just me making it up. Right down here in the URL, you can actually read a research paper that talks about all the amazing things that international study will do for your career. But, and there is always a but, so not only are these things amazing for your career, but you actually need to do a little bit of thinking about your international study experience in order to make the most out of it. Andy, do you want to tell them a little bit about the things they need to think about in terms of getting the most out of this experience?
Absolutely. So, like Rob said, you just need to do a little bit of pre-planning, or if you've already been overseas, maybe a little bit of reflection, in fact. So it's just really simple. What you need to do is jot everything down. Everyone will tell you to journal, and you can do a lot of things through journaling, self-growth, but you can also record what you've been up to. So if you joined a club or organization, great. If you had coffee with somebody such as a lecturer or a staff member or a businessman or woman in the community, write that down, because those are all unique experiences that you've had and you can articulate around in an interview, for example, or just kind of capitalize on later in life. You also need to make sure that you're using your time wisely. Look out for those opportunities that involve getting involved in the community, perhaps volunteering, maybe being a leader in a club or organization on campus, and really extending your network. People love ambitious young people. Use it.
So let's talk a little bit about when you hit an interview situation and how you can explain what you've gotten out of your international study experience, because this is an amazing selling point for you as a young person. And the technique is actually called SEAL, S-E-A-L. And that stands for situation, effect, action, and learning. So when somebody asks you a question, you kind of get that typical interview question, which is something like, tell us about some time when you were able to demonstrate critical thinking skills. What you want to do is think SEAL, S-E-A-L. What was a situation that came up while you're on your international study experience? What was the effect of that what was the effect of that situation? So how did you feel? Like, what chaos did it cause in your life? What action did you take to actually resolve that situation that had arisen and the effect that it had on you? And finally, what did you learn? Because when you're trying to convince an employer that you're right for them and they're right for you, you need to be able to demonstrate what you have learned out of particular situations. So the SEAL technique is really a very effective way of doing that.
That's an amazing tip. Thanks for sharing, Rob. And if you have any questions about your study overseas experience, whether pre-studies or now that you've returned, please don't forget to contact us at the Global Society.